Hey guys, so what I've got to do here is just level off a bank here so we can get our pipes in down here. So yeah, that's what we've got to go do. All I'm doing here is I'm just leveling this off, obviously for the 13-ton machine, the excavator that can. So it's nice flat pad for him to obviously sit on. So when he's putting the pipes in, he's not on the on an angle or anything like that. So it's a lot easier for him, obviously, to put the pipes in when it's nice and flat. So that's all we're doing here. Just nice flat pad. Anyone that doesn't know as well, that beeping, so I'm using a system that Cat do, which is called grade control, for anyone that doesn't know. And so basically I can set the pitch and the slope of the blade to do what I want it to do. For instance, if I wanted like a 1% slope that way and a full that way, I can set the blade to do that. But obviously I just want a nice flat pad, so I've set it at 0% on both. It's just easier for me then. It just, I don't have to do anything really. I can just press the button and the dozer does it for me. But I know a lot of people will probably slate me for it, but I enjoy using it. So, and that's what it's there for. It's there to be used. So, and it works really well. And this dozer, fantastic little dozer as well, the D5, hydrostatic as well. So there's no, like in other dozers, if you're driving like a D6N, you've got like a brake pedal, so it does get a bit confusing when you get back into a D6N. You tend not to press the brake and then you're a bit like, wait up. But yeah, this one, it obviously doesn't have that brake, so once you press the throttle down like now, look, it stops you. So I like it. Decent little dozer this is. Really good for trimming stone for like car parks and stuff like this. Not so much for muck shifting, like I'm meant to be moving a big muck shift pile here, leveling it all across there. It's not really the right machine for the job, but you get what you're given, but you just work with it. Like she'll do it. She's got like the little ripper on the back of her as well, which is really handy, because obviously when the ground's hard, you put your ripper in, and then obviously you can soften the ground up and then just take like little layers off at a time. So yeah, it's a really good little blade. The only downside to it is obviously it's not designed for big pushing, it's designed for trimming. That's the only downfall to it as well, is obviously she's not heavy and she hasn't really got a lot of power, so you work it out, you just take little layers off at a time. You just don't push big bolts, because if you try and push big bolts with it, she just won't do it. So you have to just take little layers off at a time, and she'll do it eventually. The other thing I like about this dozer as well, there's a hell of a lot of control with it. Like if you're driving like a D6N for instance, you pull that the joystick to one side, she won't do the full 90, whereas this one she'll spin right on her axles as well. She'll just spin. So it's really handy, that is, as well. So if you're working in really tight corners,
like you can just press that and she'll do that then. So yeah, really handy that is. So I don't know why they don't do that on the bigger dozers, because they should really, because, well, it should be a better machine in my opinion anyway. But yeah, we're nearly finished, just got a tiny little bit to do there. That's nice and flat for the digger now. I really like it. It's so nice and smooth as well. No jolting like when you're on the bigger machines, on the bigger dozers. When you're in your gears, they always knock, and you don't get any of that in this. It's so like smooth. That's the only thing you've got to think about with these little dozers. You've got to remember she's only little, so take little bits at a time. She'll get the job done. So yeah, basically the job we've got to do. Just take my camera out. So basically all that material there has got to be pushed down here, and it'll go into, see that level over there, it'll marry into that level over there, and then there's a nice gradual slope in here, and then that piece where that tree is, it'll swoop around there, so that'll be a nice batter around there. But we've got quite a bit of a muck shift to do, so where all them trees are up there, so that's got to be cut out, pulled over here, and then we've got to reduce this level down, so that's got to all come down. I think he said about to the grass line there. So yeah, we've got quite a big job to do. And then once we've done that in there, there's a road the other side of them hedges that we've got to marry onto. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. But yeah, thanks for watching. My name's Paul. So yeah, subscribe and like. Cheers guys, see you on the next one.